In this Clash of Clans video, we are going to take the brand new level 5 witches, 26 of them, and attack maxed out Town Hall 12 bases. This will include the brand new level 17 archer towers and cannons from the new Clash of Clans update. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, let's dive into this first attack. I think initially, why don't we just throw all of the witches in from the corner of the base and let's see what happens. If you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for all of my Clash of Clans videos and turn on the notification bell so that you can stay notified when any of my update videos go live. So I think there's a lot of splash at the bottom here. Why don't we come in from the top? Let's start with the king and queen and the wall wrecker, just to set a little bit of a funnel here. Make sure that the eagle artillery doesn't lock onto all of my witches, and I don't want my witches to fan out around the walls here. King's ability is going to have to be popped. Now let's put all of the witches in. Let's just get them all in from that side. Boom. Let's get the Grand Warden in there to help out as well, and then I'm going to use a rage spell relatively early on here just to get these skeletons pushing through. Once the wall wrecker is doing pretty nicely here, let's freeze the eagle just before it gets a shot off. Witches starting to fan out now. Let's freeze that eagle again just to try and protect things. Now let's get a rage. We're not doing too bad. Jump spell towards the town hall. Eagle is going to go down, and I'm going to put another rage here in preparation. Warden is unfortunately going around the side. Let's get a poison. Let's get a freeze. Grand Warden's ability. I'm not sure that we're going to get this town hall down, but let's try, guys. Let's try another freeze onto that Giga because we need that to be paused. We've got witches coming through the middle, but we're not going to have enough firepower for that town hall. The witches have indeed fanned out. Now we've got a good pack either side here. If we can keep the amount of witches, we might be okay, but we need that queen to step it up and take this down fast, guys. I might pop that ability earlier than expected just to try and get through some of this splash. Let's actually wait. Let's wait just a second here. Oh, and that corner has gone down very quick. All of the witches are getting wiped out. Skeletons are down. Splash damage obviously did a number there. Should have maybe popped that queen's ability, 82%, and we are going to fizzle right the way down from there. But not too bad for just throwing the witches in from the corner of the base. I think we might be able to modify that attack to get the 3. I'm going to try coming in from the flat side of a base in order to press right the way through. Then we'll maybe attack a different Town Hall 12. Alrighty guys, let's attack from a flat side and see if we can have a difference. I have noticed that I've got a poison spell here. We probably don't need that with the bowlers in the clan castle, but we'll keep it anyway and pretend we don't know what's in there. Now I just want to quickly say, if you are looking for a town hall level, specifically any attacks on that, if you head on over to my home page, you will see different playlists of town hall levels and this update to see any other videos. Now what I'm thinking, guys, is why don't we attack straight towards the wizard towers here, and why don't we try and put the king and queen in order to take that splash damage out. Let's now put some witches in and spread them right along this side. We do have the bowlers there, so let's poison that. Wall wrecker, witch, Grand Warden, and I am going to try and freeze these wizard towers just to help out a little bit here. Let's press the king's ability and try and get through that. Oh, the single target inferno is onto our wall wrecker, so let's pause that. Let's pause them wizard towers again because that is going to be major. Now let's get the jump spell. Let's get a rage spell in here and let's see what we can do. The wizard towers finally going down. Should probably freeze this one at the top, but I'm going to give it a little bit longer and just see what happens. Now let's freeze the Giga Tesla. Where's the Grand Warden? He's in the center there. That's pretty good. Let's use a rage. Let's use the Grand Warden to help us through the middle. We're not doing too bad. The queen is battering against a wall for some unknown reason. Skeletons continuing to push through. We've actually only got one more splash damage at this point, down at the bottom of the base, which is where the queen is. Now the single target inferno. Oh, the queen's going after the skeletons. Come on, get after the wizard tower. Then we might be in with a shot. The single target inferno though might take us down and leave us might leave us with a bit of a struggle here, but would not do. Why is the queen attacking a wall? Get after the defenses. Guys, let me know down in the comments. Have you ever had your archer queen do something silly like that? Attacking a wall. Pretty sure a lot of you guys are going to say yes. This isn't looking too bad, guys. We've got 1 minute 30 left. We've got 1, 2, how many are in the middle? 3 witches. 4, 5, but one of them's going down. So 4 witches, but the queen has gone down, which I didn't expect. We need to hope that these 3 witches can do a little bit better here, protect themselves, but they are going to go down quick here with the storages. We are close to 80%, so not too bad. However, think about it. We came into the splash damage early on there, didn't we? And it's worked out a little bit better, given that now we can just slowly chip through the point defense. They are slowly going down though due to these storages, but instead we pushed in heavy at the top, didn't we, on that first attack? What if we push in heavy from the bottom and take the splash damage early? Can we then fan out and take out them point defense at the top? I think it's worth a try, but we're at 82%, not too bad for the witches. Level 5 witches, again, we're just spamming them in, guys. Maybe with some ice golems, we'll try that at the end of the video. Maybe we can get the 3-star, but let's try from the south of the base. Okay guys, let's attack from the bottom of the base. Let's see if we can get the 3 stars this time. Now I am a little bit worried that the storages here might fan my witches out, so I will deploy in kind of a 3-finger drop to try and prevent that. But I do think the ice golems, if we had like 4 of them here, would probably be ideal to set that funnel, so I will try that afterwards. But let's put the king, let's queen onto that wizard tower, let's put the stone slammer in. And I'm going to just wait a second here. Even if my king walks a little bit, it's not going to be the end of the world. But let's put a few witches in there. A few witches there. And 10 of them through the middle with the Grand Warden. Let's poison the bowlers here. I don't want to use a rage too early, because I do want that funnel to be set nice and easily, but not necessarily too much. So let's freeze that. King's ability. Now let's use the rage. I might have used that king's ability too early, to be honest. Let's just see what happens here. Our wall wrecker has got shredded there, so we're going to have to jump into the center. Freeze, rage, queen's ability, because I couldn't see where she was. Let's use the warden's ability. Oh, we just about protected all of them through that giant bomb on the outside, which is continuing to do well. They take the Giga Tesla. Not bad. Let's use a rage on this side to try and get the witches through that wizard tower. It goes down quickly, guys. We are going to struggle in the center here, though, just because the jump spell wasn't necessarily used wisely, or it had to be used where it was, sorry. We couldn't really jump into the compartment with the eagle like I wanted, so I think that's what's going to ruin this raid. Had we have managed to get through to that eagle a little bit quicker, I think we might have been looking good here. All of the splashes down bar 1 mortar on this side, but 1 mortar, you tend to be able to get through, but the eagle artillery is going to fry us here, to be honest, guys. What are we at? We're at 59%. I think it's worth trying this again. If we'd have got into the center of the base, I honestly think we'd have stood a much better chance on this. Look at all of the witches. They are doing work here. The eagle artillery is what's going to finish us off here. But let's just see what happens. We've got a minute left, so it might have been tough on time, but I think we'd have got it. Getting through the storages there, the high HP storages really took a little number on the skeletons there. There was a lot of skeletons obviously getting fried as they were trying to get through the storages, and the eagle locks onto the witches. But we have a couple of heroic witches coming in the middle here. What is going on here, guys? Can we get it? Did they go down? Oh, they did. They went down, and the single's going to lock onto them. So it is 70, it's going to be about 80% here. Not too bad. Not too bad. Can we beat that 80% though? I think before we try the ice golems, we try one more time from the bottom, then we'll try with the ice golems. I want to get that 3-star with the brand new witches. Okay guys, we know what we need to do. We just need the wall wrecker into the base itself. Granted, this isn't a good base for witches, because to get them into the center, it's just a nightmare, and there's actually so much damage in there. Let's see what we can do though. It worked out nicely last time, so king, queen, wrecker. Then we had a few witches on either side just to help out. As soon as that cannon is tanked, oh, we've got the bowlers coming out, so let's poison that. We've actually only got 9 through the center, but that's okay. As soon as that wall's open, let's get the 9 in. King's ability, warden. Let's freeze them 2 wizard towers. King, come on, go down. Oh, he's gone the wrong way. Last time he walked down that left side to make a bit of a funnel. So that's not ideal. Let's try and compensate and put a rage on that side just to help out with that. Let's freeze. Let's rage in the center here again. Let's freeze the Giga Bomb, because that's going to wipe out our troops. Let's jump. Queen's not doing too bad here. Let's rage on the side. We've got loads of skeletons. Queen's ability, Grand Warden's ability. There's a giant bomb just gone off, so that helps a little bit. Not going to help getting through that Giga Bomb, or does it? Yes, it does, but look at all of the witches in the center. But look at all of the damage. Even under rage, they actually don't have enough skeletons. They're just getting wiped out because of the expos. Oh, they're getting taken to the king as well. They've actually got through it, guys. There's a lot of witches there. They've got through. They're about to get the eagle. So that is GG in that regard. We've still got that wizard tower on that side, but they are just going to get picked off from each and every angle here. Skeletons get through. Single target Inferno now gets onto the skeletons. This isn't looking too bad. Honestly, I think this is about as good as we could have hoped for in getting through. There's a mortar on that side, which we cannot allow onto our witches. Oh, there's one either side, guys. Wow. Witches are going to split up here, and I think they're just going to get picked off. So, essentially... Oh, they're in the tornado trap. Essentially... look at all the skeletons, though. The witches are now going down, though. Skeletons everywhere. 2 stars it is, not quite the 3. Let's come in with the ice golems and let's see if we can get this cracked, guys. With the ice golems, we'll have a little bit more tankage. We'll just see with that new level 5 ice golem whether that helps. 2 stars and 70% for just throwing witches into a base that's not really helpful with witches isn't too bad. Let's try with the ice golems, then we'll finish off the video with one more raid against a different base. Okay guys, let's try with the ice golems, the new level 5 ice golems to freeze some of these defenses. Again, purposely didn't pick a base that was dead easy. Did pick one with single target infernos though, so I thought the witches might have done a little bit better. Let me know in the comments what you think. We definitely did best just coming from this side. Nice and quick, good spread on the witches. So that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good spread on my witches here. Nice even spread right the way throughout. Let's get the Wrecker, King, the ballers are out, King, Queen, Warden, the ice golems are starting to... Oh, we've got the single onto the Wrecker, so let's freeze that. Ice golems are starting to pop, which is not ideal. I am going to freeze this area again to try and help my Wrecker. Let's get the rage spell in. Troops are starting to walk a little bit here, which is not ideal. Let's press the King's ability to try and help with that funnel. Freeze, freeze, rage, jump. Warden, what are you doing down there, buddy? There's a bunch of witches not in the center. Let's just see what happens here. Let's see what happens, because the Queen stepped into the middle. So use my rage down the bottom here. Queen is going to help to get that area. Then she is going to get into the center and get fried. I'm going to pop her ability in a set. Look at how quick she was going down. That is how much the defenses in the middle put out. That is the damage that they put out. That is insane. We're at close to the 2-star, but it's just not a reliable strategy, is it? Throwing the witches in. I mean, we know it's not a reliable strategy, but when they give us a level 5 witch, we want to do the spam test. We want to test whether we can just throw these troops in and get the 3 stars, and so far, it hasn't worked out for me. Let's try a different base though, one more test, then we'll wrap up the video, and you can let me know down in the comments what you think of the witches, and what you would like to see in this update. We're not done with the sneak peeks yet, guys, so like we said, subscribe for more, but let's get on to that final attack. Alright, final attack of the video, different base. Can we get it to work? This time we're flipping back to all witches. We've got 3 single target infernos at the center of the base. The Giga Tesla's at the other side, but we're not going to... I mean, it's tough, isn't it? You don't want to get to that last because it'll shred all of your troops. But granted, it's tough to get through initially. So let's try from this other side of the base. Let's go, I don't know, King, Queen, Wrecker... All of my witches. We need a little bit of tankage initially for my witches, so they are now in. Grand Warden, we're going to need the Queen's ability relatively early here, which is not a bad thing, guys. Rage spell in the center now that the Wrecker gets through. Let's use the King's ability wherever he is. He's on the outside of the base there. Let's freeze the Giga... I was going to say the Giga Tesla, but it's the Eagle Artillery. You guys know what I mean. You know what I mean. Get another Rage in the center here. I can't even see what's happening. We've got the Queen coming around the outside with witches. I'm going to try and hold on to that Grand Warden's ability just a little bit longer. Let's use the jump here to get through. Let's use another rage spell. Grand Warden's starting to go down though, so we are going to have to think about using this relatively soon, especially if the single locks onto him. It shouldn't. We're not doing too bad here, guys. We're not doing too bad. The Queen, if she loops around, will be able to get that Giga Tesla. This is not looking too bad, guys. We've got start using some freeze spells, because we've got a bunch of them. Let's just reduce a little bit of the damage. Can we get the 3 stars on the first time on this base? We've done all of that attack, done all of them attacks, and oh, the Queen's going to go down here. Let's use the freeze to try and help her to get some of this down, just to help us. Ah, she didn't go for the Giga, which is what we needed. Come on, get some more shots, get some more shots. Grand Warden's ability, I do want to save it here. Let's use it. Oh, come on, Queen, she's done it. She's gone and done it. Can she get these splash damage defenses? She's not going to. Are the splash going to be what take us down at the final hurdle? We were talking about the spam test, guys. I hope you guys are still with me. Let me know down in the comments. Hashtag 3 stars. Is it going to be? It's getting super close. It's getting super close. Are we going to get the 3 stars? Is it going to happen? Giant bomb's going to go off, but we've got a bunch of witches here. Look at them all trying to get through. We've got 59 seconds and 1 wizard tower remaining. The brand new level 5 witches are going to get the 3 star, or are they? They are flying through this max town hall 12 base, and it looks promising, guys. Are they going to get it? The wizard tower is doing an epic amount of work, but there you go. Finally, at the end of the video, we get the spam test done. Are they overpowered? Have you watched until the end? If not, you should be here. But if you're listening to me, you are still here. Be sure to subscribe for more Clash. There you go, 3 stars with the level 5 witches. Share it with your friends and let them know to watch until the end. But until next time, peace out.